So here's a collection of some FN-49s. These are all different countries. So this particular rifle is made for a bunch of countries like Luxembourg, Belgium, Colombia, Argentina, and stuff like that. Each one of these is for a different one. These are pretty cool rifles to collect in the CNR world, and these are actually, I would say, some of the most underrated and overlooked firearms in the CNR collecting world. These are predecessors of the FN FAL. These were developed prior to World War II, but they were never implemented in time enough for World War II because the invasion of Belgium by Germany. But these are heavy caliber, so most of these countries are going to be that these guns were manufactured for. We're going to be for like 8mm, 30-06, 7mm Mauser, and things like that. Some are 308 as well. So this is an interesting collection. So this first one that we have down here, this is going to be a Luxembourg. So this is chambered in 30-06. These are semi-automatic rifles. All of these are box fed, but with non-detachable magazines, with the exception of the Argentinian Navy FN-49s. These do have detachable mags, and they are available in 10 and 20 round. So the cool thing about these guns is if you are in a state like California that's heavily restricted in firearms, these are semi-automatics, carry-on relics, which means if you have your CNR FFL and you have your Department of Justice COE, you can have these shipped straight to your door. So they're semi-automatics and they're featureless. So you don't have to have the stupid fins or anything like that to own these or shoot these at a range. The second one here, like I said, this is the Argentinian Navy. Has detachable magazine, I'm sorry. And these ones here, I believe, if I remember correctly, are chambered in 308 after the conversion. They're pretty rare guns to find them in the original non-detachable magazine configuration. So if you could find the one like that, they're very, very rare and highly sought after. But if you do find them, I believe they were originally chambered in, don't quote me, but I believe 8mm or 30-06. But after the conversion, they chambered them in 308. All of these also have adjustable gas blocks. So if you remove these covers here, there's an adjustable gas block to adjust the gas system depending on what ammo you're using. This next one here is a pretty rare one. This is Egyptian, and this has the eagle of Saladin crest on the receiver. Only 1,500 of these were available. Egypt had the largest contract of these rifles. They produced 36,000 for that country. FN did. There are very rare variations. This is one of them. This is the eagle of Saladin crest. The other one is the one right above it here. This one here is what's called the 3-swivel version. So there's a swivel here, and a swivel here. These are very rare. I believe only 2,500 of these were produced. And this has your regular Egyptian crest on the receiver. Both these Egyptian ones are chambered in 8mm Mauser. The next one on the list, we have the Colombian. These are very rare. Only 1,500 of these were produced by FN for Colombia. If I can get my camera to zoom in on that crest. These are chambered in 30-06 for Colombia. Last one I have here. This one here is a Venezuelan. Venezuelan's gonna be chambered in 7mm Mauser. Still a very big cartridge. This was one of the only ones in the production by FN to include a muzzle brake on the front of the barrel. All the others do not have that. But these collars are threaded. These are super fun guns to shoot. They are super fun guns to collect. They're very underlooked, I would say, honestly, in the collecting world of the CNR world. You could have these, a good quality one, for $1,000 to $1,500. The rarer ones, you're gonna pay a little bit more. The holy grail of these rifles is the Indonesian variant of these. I've seen those go for about $7,000 on Gunbroker. The other rare one, like I was saying, is gonna be the Argentinian one that didn't have the conversion for the Navy, where it still had the original 10-round fixed box magazine, non-detachable. But if you buy the book, I believe it's called FN-49, The Last Elegant Old World Military Rifle. There's 2 volumes of it. I would highly recommend buying those books if you're gonna be collecting these rifles, because it's gonna help you figure out what is original on these guns, what to look for. Like for instance, on these Egyptian ones here, a lot of the times these rings in the buttstocks will be fake or reproduction. So you gotta make sure you're getting the original one that says Egyptian Army on it in Arabic. Same thing with the stocks. Like you wanna make sure that the stocks are matching with the number on the receivers and stuff like that. On the other variants, you wanna make sure that the stocks are the original ones. You wanna make sure the butt plates are the original ones, because you can see there's different butt plates for every country. And the Egyptian ones use brass on some of their models. So when you're spending this kind of money on a gun, you want to make sure you're getting one that's as authentic as possible without any reproduction parts. Now with the rare variant of the Egyptian with the crest of the eagle, these here were produced by Century. So the receivers themselves were produced by FN, but they were never developed into a full-on rifle. It was Century Arms, when they imported them into the United States, that they configured them. So yeah, you're gonna have stocks on these particular ones that could be from a different country. But they still shoot 8mm Mauser, and they can still be had. Every once in a while you will see them come up on Gunbroker. So those are the really cool and fun ones to try to find on Gunbroker.